Afternoon, the third of four between the Northwest Arkansas Naturals and the Amarillo. It's baseball, it's the show, it's coming up next. Taking the mound for the home squad here today, Lake Blocker coming in on the mound here today for Amarillo. 6'3", 215 pounds, an age 24 prospect. We'll get ready to do this one for the third of four games here against Northwest Arkansas. Now stepping in, the center fielder, Khalil Lee, and we are ready for some Sunday afternoon baseball here on the show. And we are underway as a four-seam fastball is inside the zone for a strike. Now the count 0-1. First pitch, 4 o'clock on this foggy Sunday afternoon. Is very hot. 97 degrees. And you don't see Sunday afternoons like this. Usually it's partly cloudy. And strike three called, and he just shaking his head. He's like, I can't believe that. And that's one away to start this ball game, and he gets him down looking.
Castellano.
Now stepping in, Angelo Castellano. One away, and nobody on, and that will be a curveball that will miss outside. Now the count, 1 ball, no strikes. Sunday afternoon baseball here in the panhandle of Texas, downtown Amarillo. San Diego Padres affiliate for the Sod Poodles until the end of September. Amarillo will move its affiliation to San Antonio. So San Antonio will have the San Diego Padres. And gotta say, it is 97 degrees, overcast, fog in the distance. And that curveball is outside, and now on deck the shortstop for the Naturals, Bobby Witt Jr. So Witt Jr. coming on deck circle. 3-1. And that one goes foul right in front of the visitor dugout. Now the count 3-2. And that one's going to hit high. Chasing after it, the third baseman. And uh-oh! And that third base E5 on the play.
Bobby Witt Jr.
And a costly decision early. As you can see, that ball bounces off his glove. And that will be a E5 on the third baseman and hot corner man. Now in, Bobby Witt Jr., the shortstop. One man on after the error on the third baseman. And that one's going to be lined. Center fielder chasing it. Makes the play, 2 down. Time to give you the starting lineups of the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. And gotta say, the lineup is just looks great here this afternoon. These guys are looking forward to getting in the Kansas City Royals. A AA affiliation of these boys here for the Northwest Arkansas team. Now, I did say that the San Diego Padres will move after the 2019 baseball season here in downtown Amarillo. Amarillo will be getting a new AA affiliate from the Arizona Diamondbacks, or just in short term, we call them the D-backs. You know, just to make sure that you know what that is, it's the same as the Diamondbacks. And these guys are in Arizona, so pretty much you'd have AA Arizona, you would have AAA Reno Aces. That will be the affiliation of the Arizona Diamondbacks. And that's going to be hit. Chasing after it, the center fielder makes the play, and that will end the inning. No runs on a hit, on one error. Bottom of the first coming up, and no score. Taking the mound for the Northwest Arkansas Naturals, Daniel Lynch. His height is 6'6", weight 190 pounds, and age 23. In now for the bottom half of the first, Ivan Castillo.
The second baseman.
So, bottom half of the first, and let's get into our shout-outs. We got Arizona fans watching here this afternoon. We got fans from San Antonio. Oh my goodness, early as it can be. San Antonio will get this affiliation. And look out, that one nearly got him. Padres affiliate will move to San Antonio. The AA affiliate of Arizona will come to Amarillo. Round Rock Express will be AAA affiliated to the Texas Rangers. San Antonio's AAA team will be moved to Nashville. And the affiliation of the Milwaukee Brewers will go with them. And that one's going to be fouled off. Now to count 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three and two, here it is. And four-seamer will get him swinging and missing for the first out of the inning. One away, and Lynch will get his first strikeout on the mound for Northwest Arkansas here today. And now bring up Jackson Whitaker. Up now, one away, nobody on. Slider, 84 miles an hour. And that one's called for strike one. Got to say, a beautiful, we'll say it is a beautiful Sunday, but I will say it because we're playing baseball here today. So, halfway through the season, and 2 more games here against Northwest Arkansas.
I got to count 1 and 2.
I got to say, we won't see Northwest Arkansas until Saturday, July 27th. Our last 4-game series against the Naturals, 3 against Spring. And got to say, won't see these guys until 2021. And then we have San Antonio joining us. You know, Mission's coming to Amarillo and playing the Amarillo Sod Poodles, so that's going to be exciting to watch. Also live streamed. Got the Midland Rockhounds also that are going to be live streamed for 2021's season. And that slider will miss, ball 4, and now you got a 1-out base runner.
Batting third, the catcher, Luis Campusano.
Now bring up the catcher for Amarillo, Luis Campusano. A beautiful home crowd here today on this Sunday afternoon, 4 o'clock. Time now is 4:25. So gotta say, everybody is here at the game. And that will miss. That curveball will even up the count at 1-1. So Corpus Christi and Springfield, they're playing each other. Last game tomorrow with those two ball clubs. So Corpus Christi will head to Northwest Arkansas for 3. And then Springfield for 4. Amarillo will head to Springfield for 3. And Northwest Arkansas for 4. So we switch rotate. And that one's going to get fouled off. 94 on the radar gun. And this guy, Luis, still hanging on for dear life. And that is strike 3 called. And that's 2 away. And he'll get his second strikeout.
Batting fourth, the right
And
fielder.
replay right here just shows it right there. That is a clean inside strikeout right there. And stepping in now, the right fielder, Taylor Colway. And that one's going to be well hit. Chasing after it. The left fielder makes the play, and that will end the inning. We played 1 complete here. Top of the second. And the righty, Sully Matias, starts the top half of inning number 2.
Northwest Arkansas, the right fielder, number 16, Sully Matias.
First pitch. And four-seamer inside the zone. Now the count 0-1. Oh, and 1. Here it is. Other shout-outs. We got people of Fort Stockton, Texas watching. So welcome from Fort Stockton, Alpine. Gotta say West Texan cities such as Midland, Odessa. Gotta say Midland just at good graces here. And they are in the playoff race just like we are. That one's going to be fouled off, and now the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2, here it is. And that one's going to be well hit, chasing after it, Taylor Colway. And he will make the play out there. Really had to sit under that one for the first out of the inning. And time now to give you the defensive lineups for the Sod Poodles here this afternoon. Patrolling in right field, Taylor Colway, the guy that is on the lineup here today. Got to say, this prospect for the Padres organization, just a absolute beauty with him out there in right field. Gotta say, he's really good with the bat. And gotta say, we are happy to have him here for the Padres organization. And what a guy that we have here today. Now stepping in, Dairon Blanco. Blanco is going to get that one. That will be lined to short, and that will be the second out of the inning.
The catcher, MJ.
And now bring up the catcher, MJ Melendez. Now Melendez coming in. 2 away in the inning, and we still have no score through 1.5. And that one's going to get hit. Chasing after it, the center fielder makes the play, Overstreet. And that will retire the side. We go to the bottom of inning number 2 with Amarillo coming to bat. Bottom half of the second set to go, and stepping in,
the third baseman,
Eric Heim. Heim got tagged with the first error of the day. as he was looking at that ball. And gotta say, that error should never ever have happened. He should have just caught the ball. Instead, it bounced right off of his glove. Down low at the four-seam fastball. Now count 2 balls and a strike. And that one, that curveball will miss. Now the count 3 balls, 1 strike, and on deck now Chris Muriel. Well, Muriel coming on. And that will load up the count. Now a four-seam fastball. Count full at 3-2. And that will miss, ball 4. So very great plate discipline. And gotta say, nobody out, 1 on already.
Batting 6.
And I don't know, we're going to get some time called here as he's shaking his head saying, I don't know why you would call that a ball when it was in there. Hey, I will say this. You don't have a right as a pitcher on the mound to argue ball and strikes. That's the umpire's job. One way you get thrown out of a baseball game is arguing ball and strikes. So let me tell you, newsflash, don't ever argue a ball and strike to a home plate umpire or any umpire on the field, because right there you're just showing that you're just going to get thrown off the field, ejected from the game. You're going to return into the clubhouse. And got to say, the manager's probably going to have a word with you also about not running your mouth every single day about it. Now stepping in Chris Muriel. And that one will go outside the zone. Now 3-0. On deck now Lee Bloom. Bloom coming in this one here today. 3-0. And that's a four-seam fastball at the knees, and he'll be back in the count, 3-1. Springfield at Corpus Christi, Northwest Arkansas at Amarillo, Frisco at Arkansas, Midland at Tulsa. And gotta say, they are pretty good. All 4 ball clubs. It's the battle of 8, and soon San Antonio will be getting in here as well. And that will miss, ball 4. And Lynch is just in trouble. He's got 2-1 with nobody out. Now bring up the left fielder, Lee Bloom, the number 7 hitter here for the Sod Poodles. Gotta say, you look at downtown Amarillo, and it's just foggy. Four-seam fastball. Now on the count, 1 ball, no strikes. So bottom half of the second, and Northwest Arkansas just in serious trouble. I mean, you look at it, you got a base runner at first and second. And really, something that's hit into the gap, it will be extra bases. And that's going to be a curveball swung on and miss. And that'll be the count, 1-2. I've got to say, oh my goodness gracious. That right there, just a absolute line of trouble right there. And outside. Now the count now 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both batter and hitter. Well, pitcher and hitter, I should say. Now on deck, Manolo Capufa. Now the count now 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count, 2 on, nobody out. And that will be low, ball 4, and bases loaded now. And gotta say, Northwest Arkansas is in early trouble and bases loaded. Nobody out. Manolo Capufa up now for the Saudis. And a grand slam opportunity here. Maybe something that would be really good for the fans here today. And that four-seamer is outside. Now the count 1-0. Bottom of inning number 2 for Amarillo here this afternoon. Got first, second, and third bases loaded. Nobody out. And outside on top. Now the count 2 balls and no strikes. And I do got to say, if Daniel is struggling, it's probably the heat of the atmosphere. It is a overcast day. And you can see the humidity just in downtown Amarillo by itself. Outside, and uh-oh, he's in trouble now. And on deck, Dre Overstreet. So Overstreet coming into this ball game. And he is now on the on-deck circle. And a four-seamer. Now the count 3 balls and a strike. 94 on the radar gun. Three and 1. And down low, and the first run will come in. And Amarillo is up top, and still the bases remain loaded.
Overstreet.
And now bring in Dre Overstreet. You got to say, he is in trouble on the mound for Northwest Arkansas. Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness. And that's going to be hit high, and that will be a sacrifice fly. And now another run will come in across the score. So Amarillo up by 2 runs already here in the bottom of the second. And now that'll bring up Ivan Castillo, 0 for 1, strikeout in the first. You got corners loaded up, 1 away here. Bottom half of inning number 2. And that one's going to get fouled off. Now the count 0-1. Got to say, when you have weather like this, let me tell you, 97 degrees. It is very hot. And gotta say, that right there will just tire out pitchers. Pitchers on the mound for either the visiting or home crowd teams here today. But as long as you stay hydrated, you're drinking water or Gatorade. You know, you got to get your electrolytes in. I mean, you can drink water first and then Gatorade second. And try to stay hydrated as best you can during hot days like this. Now the count 2-1. And that four-seamer will be in the strike zone. Now the count 2-2. Potential third run at the wings at 90 feet away. And uh-oh, base hit right there. And there's the third run that comes across the score. A base hit that'll come in, and we're going to have some time called here as here comes the pitching coach here. And it looks like we're going to have some time here. He's like, hey, what's wrong with you? I mean, is this hot day taking it out on you? I mean, seriously. I wouldn't be lying to you, but here today on Sunday, it is a very hot, blistery day. I know we don't have the sun because of overcast and the foggy conditions downtown Amarillo. I mean, you can actually see the haze of the buildings. I mean, you look way over there and it's just really hazy. So tonight will be a foggy, warm night. So gotta say, if it's a foggy, warm night, then yeah, you're going to have a dense fog advisory. So Amarillo is in a fog advisory today. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. First and second, bottom of inning number 2, 3 runs come across to score here, and now that'll be a 4-seamer that will miss, and now the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2. And that 4-seamer gets fouled off. And 95 miles an hour on the radar gun. And now the count now 2 and 2. 2 and 2. And that curveball gets him chasing for strike 3. And that's 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher.
And now that'll bring up the catcher, Luis Campusano. And he could do damage here. He could get the runner at second home. And uh-oh. Oh my goodness gracious. That's going to be hit, but evidently I did thought that's going to be a home run, and that will retire the side. 3 runs on a few base hits, no errors. Top of the third coming up, and Amarillo out in front, 3-0. Top of the third, and stepping in, the 8-hole hitter, Kyle Isabel. So Isabel coming in to top of the third inning, and he's going to swing and miss on that 4-seamer. Now the count 0-1. I've got to say tonight going to be a nice day if Amarillo can hold on to the win. And that will be a ball inside. Now that'd be 1-1. Now I'm watching the Rockhounds here as well. Gotta say, next year is going to be the perfect year, as we will have the San Antonio Missions coming to Amarillo. Amarillo will head to San Antonio too. So, gotta say, that's gonna be really fun to watch. And strike 3 called, and that gets him like no tomorrow. And that's gonna be the first out of the inning.
Gabriel Cancel.
And now bring up Gabriel Cancel up to the plate now. 1 man out, nobody on. And gotta say, Lake Baker just fooling guys like no tomorrow. I mean, you get a ball in there and you get him looking, and gotta say, that just impressive. And that's gonna be well hit. Chasing after it, the left fielder makes the play, 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Now bring up the center fielder, Khalil Lee. 0 for 1, a strikeout in the first inning. And gotta say, we are down 2 outs. Last out of the top half of the third. And that 4-seam fastball will miss outside for a ball, 1-0. A hot afternoon, 98 degrees. And you will see shorts and t-shirts, kids out of school. And Amarillo will go back to school on August 23rd. Gotta say that right there. We're gonna look and see who we're playing on that 23rd. And we are playing at Arkansas for the final 3 times of the season. So school is going to be starting up real soon for Amarillo ISD. And that will be strike 3 called. Gets him out looking, and that's the side retired. Bottom of the third, and Amarillo 3-0 in this one. Now stepping in for the home half of the third, Taylor Colway.
Taylor.
Now we have a righty and a lefty warming up in the Naturals bullpen. Four-seam fastball. Now in the count, 1-0. And that four-seamer will even up things at 1-1. So Northwest Arkansas wearing their gray jerseys. Beautiful jerseys, I will say. Amarillo wearing their home whites. Gotta say, they're pretty good. Pretty good jerseys. Just like it. A ball and 2 strikes. Outside on that four-seamer, and now the count evened up at 2 apiece. 3 runs on a base hit, 1 error for Amarillo. And nothing for Northwest Arkansas. No runs, no hits, no errors.
The batter, the third baseman,
and
Eric.
Daniel Lynch get his 4th strikeout, and now in the box, Eric Heim. Heim coming in, and that's going to be lined, and that's going to go on. Oh my goodness, run it out, and he's in there. Oh my goodness gracious, he's got an error on him. Oh man, that was a great play. They should see that in instant replay and stuff. He misses the ball. Now you got a base runner at second. You got 1 out. And a base hit will deliver that runner from second to home. And gotta say, that right there would put the 4th run on the board for the Sod Poodles here this afternoon. Oh, and 2, here it goes. And that right there is going to be swung on and missed. And now the count, well, 2 outs.
Now batting, left fielder
Lee Bloom walk in the 2nd inning. The 7 batter here tonight. Looking to deliver. Here it is. Slider outside, 84 miles an hour. And now the count now 1-0. Oh my goodness. Just struggling. His pitch count is high. 65 pitches so far through 3.5 innings of play. So the pitching coach came out and had a quick word with the guy on the mound for Northwest Arkansas. And I don't think that pitching coach is going to be happy that he's out there just struggling. He's just doing that. I mean, I know it's hot out here. I mean, nobody is stupid or anything, but let's put it this way. You have a hot day, the month of July, getting into the month of August. Yeah, those months would be the worst months of getting a really hot season in the baseball season. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 runner at second. So we've got a man in scoring position. And that'll be strike 3 called, and that will leave the runner stranded at second. And the side is quickly retired. So 1 error in this bottom half of the 3rd. Go to the top of the 4th then. Amarillo out in front 3-0.
Leading off for Northwest
Angelo
Arkansas,
Castellano, 0 for 1, reached an error in the 1st inning.
Castellano.
And look at Lake Baker. 33 pitches so far through this game for him. And you look at Northwest Arkansas pitching, they are really high. So pretty much winning this one here today, it's going to be Amarillo pitching. So if your count is really high, and I'm going to pause right here. Here comes a pitch beat comparison. Daniel Lynch is going a 1 mile differential here. 96 over one hand, 95 on the other. So yeah, if a pitcher is throwing a lot of ball and strikes, well, let me tell you, that's going to be the high count of your pitches. And gotta say, if a pitcher's having a great day with a low count, then yeah, he's going to have a great day on the mound for either the away team or the home team, or either both of them could have good days or both of them could have bad days. It depends when you describe how much that would be. So both pitchers would be ejected out of ball game, and they'd have to find somebody out there to get going here. Now in the box, Bobby Witt Jr. 0 for 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Top of the 4th, 1 away here. And that one gets fouled off. And now the count now 2-2. So yeah, I'm saying things out of point of example. And gotta say that right there, just the true words of encouragement, talking about how a pitcher has a good day or bad day. That's the term for that subject. 2-2. And oh my goodness, gets him out looking, and that's 2 away. And Baker, 4th strikeout already.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And got to look at this one more time, and that right there just swung on and missed. And he's not happy with that call, and Lake Baker just got confidence. You know, like confidence from this young arm pitcher. Now in, Nick Prado, 0 for 1, line out in the first inning. Northwest Arkansas down by 3 runs here in the early goings. 0-1. And that's going to be hit to the shortstop. Get him out at first, and that will retire the side. 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up for the home half of the 4th. Amarillo up in front 3-0.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and now stepping in on the mound to do the pitching here, J.C. Cloney. 6'1", 226 pounds, age 25 for this prospect on the mound. Now stepping in, Manolo Capufa, walking the second, will greet J.C. And we are at the bottom half of the 4th inning for Amarillo. 4-seam fastball, 90 miles an hour, called for strike 1. 0-1. And that cutter's going to be swung on and missed, and now the count now 0-2. 0-2 delivery, here it is. And did he go? And yes, he did. He'll get the out at first, 1 away. So he swung on and missed. And that's a 3-pitch out right there. And stepping in now, the center fielder, Dre Overstreet. He was a sacrifice fly in the 2nd inning. And they will force in a run. I mean, if you saw that in the 2nd inning, that right there was pretty good. Now the cutter, 88 miles an hour, in there for strike 1. What a foggy afternoon it is, and it is really hot out here. Stadium lights on. And gotta say, hope Amarillo will have some rain real soon. Because, gotta say, this field may need a great watering. I mean, let's hope when we're away at Springfield and Northwest Arkansas, let's hope Amarillo will see some rain while we're at our away games on the road. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here we go. And that one will line foul, and that will go inside the visitors' bullpen and nearly plunk somebody in the head. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Outside the zone on that changeup. Now 77 miles an hour, called for a ball, 2-2. Amarillo having a great day today. 3-0 our score. Gotta say, this right there, and that's going to be fouled off. Great home crowd here today. We also got shout-outs. Northwest Arkansas and Corpus Christi fans watching as well. Even though you got Springfield today playing at Corpus Christi. Amarillo and the Naturals playing each other. Now bring up Yvonne Castillo. 1 for 2, a single and RBI here in this ball game. And 4-seam fastball will miss outside, 1-0. 2 away, bottom of the 4th, nobody on. Gotta say, this right here is starting to turn pretty good. And uh-oh. Oh my goodness. That's going to be well hit, but under it, the left fielder makes the play, and that will retire the 4th inning. Top of the 5th coming up here, and Sully Matias will lead it off. And now, the number 5 hitter and right fielder, Sully Matias. As we start the top half of the 5th inning for Northwest Arkansas. And that 4-seamer right up in the middle. And that's called for strike 1. Shorts and t-shirts here today. Kids out of school. And don't forget, Amarillo ISD is going back to school. Beginning on August 23rd. And 1, 2, 3. Got him out chasing, and that will be the 5th strikeout for Lake Baker here. So this young arm, Lake Baker, just doing really well. Into the box, Dyron Blanco. 0 for 1, line out in the 2nd. Takes a 4-seam fastball outside, 1-0. Pitch count for Baker, 47 so far. You gotta say, let's hope he can make it to 7 innings. 4-seamer right up in the middle, and that one will be 1-1. One and 1, here it is. And that gets fouled off. Now the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 13 balls, 36 strikes, total 49. So Baker's going to have a great day today on the mound for the Saudis. 1-2. And that's going to be well hit, chasing after it. The left fielder makes his move, and oh man, that was a terrific play. Almost got that one. That would have been another error. But good thing it wasn't. And now MJ Melendez, 0 for 1, fly out in the 2nd inning. Here we go. And outside that 4-seamer. Now the count, 1 ball, no strikes. 14 balls, 37 strikes total count for Baker, 51. And that one's going to be well hit. They'll hit to the second baseman. They'll get him out, and that will end the inning. So another 1-2-3 shutout. Bottom of the 5th with Jackson Whitaker up next. Leading off the bottom half of the fifth, Jackson Whitaker, 0 for 1, walk in the first inning.
Whitaker.
And Amarillo up by 3 runs and still holding on to this lead here today. Northwest Arkansas pitching is just really been not that good this afternoon. One of the young arms out for the Naturals has been relieved of duty. Got to say the losing pitcher should be the starting pitcher for the Naturals. And I will say that's a possibility. And oh my goodness gracious, look at it. Oh man, that's going to be hit to the warning track, and it looked like that was going to be a outside home run. A little more distance, and that would have been a different story right there. Now into the box now, the catcher Luis Campesano, 0 for 2. Gotta say here, that right there is going to be pretty good if it was. And a four-seam fastball at the knees. 88 miles an hour, called for a strike. Now the count 0-1. Shorts, t-shirts, and even some of those other shirts right there. And did he go? No, he didn't. That changeup. Now the count 1-1. So a great hold up there. 1-1, here it is. And that one's going to get hit hard. Chasing after it, the left fielder makes the play, 2 away.
The right fielder, number 15.
Now bring up the right fielder, Taylor Colway. 0 for 2. Strikeout and a flyout for this right fielder here today. First pitch on its way. Up top on that cutter, 87 miles an hour. Now the count now 1-0. Pitch count now already up to 20 so far. And that one's going to miss. Now the count 2 balls, no strikes. So Northwest Arkansas pitching hasn't been consistent like Amarillo pitching. So Amarillo today could evidently be getting the W if they can hold on and continue to pile the hits and runs here today. I mean, that's the main objective in the game, is getting the runs. The runs are going to help you win a baseball game, and you got to have that through the course of the season and stuff. And that's going to be swung on the miss and early right there, and that will be the side retired. We are going to commercial before we start the top half of the 6th. Amarillo out in front, 3-0. And we are going to be back here on the show as we take a quick break, and we'll be right back in just a few short minutes. You're listening to the Sod Poodles Baseball here on the JBakerVlogs channel. And now we take you back to the field as we get you set for the top half of the 6th
Kyle Isbell
for the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. And we're back here live. So the top half of the 6th is underway, and now Kyle Isbell leading this one off. Amarillo up by 3 runs and having a great day so far. And that one's going to be well hit, chasing after it the left fielder. And that one makes the play, 1 away. So fly out right there. 1 pitch,
now
1 out.
The second baseman, Gabriel Cancel.
And they'll bring up Gabriel Cancel up to the plate now. 0 for 1, fly out in the third. Also, don't forget, this broadcast is our, and following in this broadcast, our great people of Taco Villa and Whataburger. Don't forget about those guys here in downtown Amarillo as well.
Khalil.
But, you know, there's going to be another burger place, and that's called Texas Burger. Khalil Lee, 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. Lake Baker, just great today on the mound for Amarillo. I'm not going to lie to you guys, but this guy is fantastic in the Padres organization. Soon to go to San Diego, like Josh Naylor and Fernando Tatis Jr., Kyle Overstreet, and Peter Van Gansen, and all these other guys. Gotta say, we missed them already, and just want to say good luck to all that made it to the San Diego Padres affiliation. You know, even though next year we'll have the Padres at San Antonio. And that's going to be strike 3. Swung on and missed, and that will be another 1-2-3 inning as the side quickly retired. Bottom of the 6th coming up, and Amarillo up top 3-0. Bottom of the 6th, and now on deck the third baseman, Eric Heim. 1 for 1, single on the run here today. That's going to be hit to the shortstop. Can he run it out? Nope. That's 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Chris Muriel.
They'll bring up the DH, Chris Muriel. 0 for 1, a walk and a run. Gotta say, let's get our shout-outs going. We've got fans watching from San Antonio. So good afternoon here in downtown Amarillo. Padres affiliate will end after the 2019 season for the Saudis. Gotta say, these guys will be getting a new AA affiliate for the Sod Poodles. The Arizona Diamondbacks will be here. San Antonio going back to AA. It's going to be lined right to the left, and that's a base hit. So I will guarantee you that San Antonio will be here in the next season of Sod Poodles baseball. Now bring up Lee Bloom. Now I will say I am happy about that. I'm not going to sit there and fib and tell you stories, but let's get this straight. Let's be grown-ups here. I am happy that the Missions are moving back to AA. Now the count now 0-1. Outside. And that curveball. And curve 1-1. So a lot of changes during next year's season. Texas Rangers will call up the Round Rock Express to their AAA level. And if you look at it, this new ball club I told y'all about yesterday, the Sugarland Skeeters will be the AAA affiliate of the Houston Astros. And I gotta say, you look at that name, it sounds awfully confusing. And the city council, I mean, wherever this ball club may be located, it's to the point where you say that's a silly name. I would agree. Now that is really a silly name. I mean, Sugarland? I mean, it reminds me of looking at something sugary and sweet. I mean, you look at ice cream and a chocolate sundae or anything that has sugar with it. That's what it reminds me of. And a skeeter, I don't know if that's a bug or something, but we'll have to look that up for y'all, and we'll tell you what that is for the AAA Houston Astros affiliate. Now be strike 2. Now the count now 0-2, 2 outs, a base runner at first. And that will be a 4-seam strike 3 called, and that will end the inning. We go to the top of the 7th, and Northwest Arkansas
leading off,
stepping in, Angelo Castellano, 0 for 2, a ground out in the 4th inning.
Castellano.
Standing up against Lake Baker, who has been really great on the mound here today. And let's hope he could get at least one more inning and see if he could get to inning number 8 without any trouble. I gotta say, he's got plenty of room to get this going. Line drive. And that's going to be trouble it is. And the Naturals getting up there with a no-out double.
Now batting, shortstop.
And that right there is going to be pretty good. So I will say this team is located in Sugar Land, Texas. It was also founded in the year of 2012. And now Bobby Witt Jr., the shortstop, takes a 4-seam fastball in there for strike 1. The Sugar Land Skeeters are a minor league baseball team of the Pacific Coast League, and also the new AAA affiliate that will replace the Round Rock Express of the Houston Astros. Major League Baseball, they are located in Sugar Land, Texas, part of the greater Houston metropolitan area, and play their home games at the Constellation Field. Their name is a southern slang word for mosquitoes. Oh my goodness gracious. Now that answers the question right there. Which are common on some summer nights in southeast Texas. You think about it, mosquitoes down there are worse during these summer evenings. And they're going to sting you like no tomorrow. They'll make you itch too. Gotta say, those mosquitoes, bad right there, but evidently that is going to be something you don't see every day. Now, Class A is their AAA, going 2021 to present, so they will start next year. Just like San Antonio will start next year in AA. As under the Padres organization, Amarillo will start in the, well, I will say the new affiliation, the Arizona Diamondbacks. And that's going to be a base hit. And that's going to be early trouble. And that will be the end of the shutout right there, as Northwest Arkansas coming
the first baseman
and getting on the board already. And we're going to have a mound visit here, and got to say the manager's going to pull his pitcher out. And what a great job here today. What a excellent job here today. So he's going to tell his starting pitcher, tip of the cap to his home crowd. Job well done.
Your attention, please.
And now bring up Michel Baez. And Baez has to come in, get the strikes that he needs to protect his starting pitcher. And got to say, if he's going to get the W today, this bullpen needs to be put into action most early than anticipated if they're going to get in and start winning here this afternoon. Four-seam fastball, and now Michel Baez throwing his first pitch of the top half of the seventh. And so we know what a Sugarland Skeeter is. That's a mosquito and stuff. Mosquitoes during the hot summer nights, they are really worse. Also, you may need to protect your dogs from those mosquitoes, and that's going to be lined right in the center. And here comes a sacrifice fly, and he's in there, and they will trail by only one. And now coming in, the right fielder, Sully Matias. Matias coming in. And that's outside. Now the count, 1 ball, no strikes. Into the windup, the 1-0. And he's going to swing and miss on that one. Now the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one. Here it is. And that's going to be lined right in the center. And they're going to hold him into a double. Or correction, that would be a single.
Now batting.
Major look.
Dyrone
Major look. I got y'all good. You could call me a bonehead after that, but that'd be funny if y'all did. Line drive, and that's going to be fouled off. Now hitting the number 6 batter, Dairon Blanco. 0 for 2, fly out and a line out. Now the 0-1. And that's going to be popped up, fouled off. Now the count now 0-2. 0-2, here it is. And that's going to foul them off. And now the count now 0-2. Oh, and 2 again. Here it is. And now that one's going to get outside. Now the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pause, the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Fooled him there. Out number 2. And he goes down looking.
The catcher.
Beautiful.
Melendez.
And now stepping in, MJ Melendez, 0 for 2, a fly out and a ground out. So takes a 4-seam fastball inside the zone for a strike. We've got to say, everything is true about what's going on here today in Amarillo. Padres are moving out at the end of the season. They will go back to San Antonio. And got to say, that right there is really good for Mission fans. And that's going to be really good. One and one. And that line drive, that's going to be extra trouble right there. And he's going to get out there. And they will tie the ball game at 3 apiece.
Now batting, the left fielder, Kyle Isbell.
And now bring up Kyle Isbell. Oh for 2, a fly out and a strikeout for this guy here for Northwest Arkansas. So everything is true. San Antonio is going back to Double-A. Minor league affiliations, Class Double-A, now expected in 2021 in this season. Now the count now 1-1. Gotta say, I am super excited. I cannot wait to see those guys. 1-2, and that's going to be well hit, and that's going to be chased by the left fielder, and he'll make the play, and that will end the inning. 3 runs on 4 hits, and 1 error. Bottom half of the 7th, and Dre Overstreet coming to bat. Bottom half of the 7th set to go, and stepping in, Dre Overstreet, the center fielder here today.
Overstreet.
Clock says it's 5:10. They've got to say that right there. Sounds just about right. A righty and a lefty, Grant Gavin and Jake Bentz, is going to come out and do the warm-up tosses of their bullpen. Case if they need to come out and get things going here. That one's going to be fouled off. Now the count now 1-1. And that one change up inside the zone. Now the count now 1-2. Bottom half of the 7th, 3-3. Our tie game here. Northwest Arkansas coming up with 3 runs on 4 hits and just an error for them. I had to say they are going to try to win here this afternoon. Got to say that one will go off, fouled off, and to right. And the fog in downtown Amarillo looks like it's lifting just a little bit. Down low, and that 4-seamer will tie things up at 2. Two and 2 delivery. And he'll get him. Swung on and missed. And that's another strikeout for Cloney. And that's
Now
1 away.
Second baseman, Yvonne Castillo.
And now bring up Yvonne Castillo. 1 away in the inning. 1 for 3, single and RBI. He takes a 4-seam fastball outside the zone for a strike. And that'll be 0-1. Down low, and that will even things up at 1-1. And that one goes outside. That changeup, 2 balls and a strike. That one goes foul. So I'm looking at the Round Rock Express, and it says that they were a Double-A team back in the year of 2000 to 2004. I will say they had 1 term to be in a Double-A Double-A team. I wonder who they played in Double-A. So they were in the Texas League. And that will be strike 3 called. 4-seamer, 2 away. Now Major League affiliations. Texas League. Texas Rangers. So gotta say they are updating everything, and gotta say we're ready for 2021's brand new season. Jackson Whitaker 0 for 2, walk in the first, bottom half of the 7th inning. And Amarillo's looking to get this tie broken. 4-seamer, and that will even things up at 1-1. The 1-1. Swung on and missed, and now the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Thought that was going to be hit. That would have been well out of here. So a pitcher that does that, that will be extra damage on that pitcher. Outside that changeup. Now the count 2-2. 2-2 delivery. Here it is. And that's going to be well hit. Right under it, the left fielder makes the play, and that will retire the side. We go to the top half of the 8th, and Northwest Arkansas coming up to bat with Gabriel Cancel. 9-1-2 hitters due up. And stepping in, the number 9 hitter, Gabriel Cancel, 0 for 2, 2 flyouts. Gotta say Baez is in trouble now. Line drive, that's going to be trouble, and Northwest Arkansas getting its first guy at second, and that's going to be a no-out double.
The center fielder, number 24, Khalil.
That's going to bring up the center fielder, Khalil Lee, number 24. 0 for 3, a strikeout in the 6th inning. And got to say, a base hit for him, going to be really good. And time's going to be called here as the manager's going to come out. And we're going to have another pitching change here.
Your attention, please.
And now bring up Evan Miller, 6'2", 200 pounds, age 24. And the other guy got ejected out of this ball game due to his low confidence level. So I will say that right there is something that we don't see every day, but we do see it. I mean, actions need to speak louder than words, and here's Miller's first pitch. Now that will miss outside for a ball, 1-0. Attendance today, 8,290 fans came out. I gotta say, they came out here to enjoy a Sunday afternoon game. Also, we want to remind y'all that when we come back in the month of August, make sure y'all come. And y'all come to these ball games, because we are close away from ending the affiliation with the Padres here in downtown Amarillo. Now the count now 3 balls, 1 strike. Now on deck, Angelo Castellano. So 3-1 here in the top half of the 8th. And that's going to be fouled off, and now that'll put things full at 3-2. So San Antonio is coming, and I will say I'm happy. I will say that so many times they'll probably might drive you crazy, but I'm happy because that was a Christmas gift. So can't wait to see those guys next year. That's going to be swung out and missed, and Khalil Lee's going down on strikes. Got to say, that is out number 1.
Now batting.
Angelo Castellano, 1 for 3, a double and a run, and runner still holding on at second for the Naturals. And here's first pitch, that four-seam fastball outside. Now the count now 1-0. A base runner at second and one away here. And now here's 1-0. That's going to be well hit. Chasing after it, the center fielder. Center fielder getting his eyes on that one, and the runner's going to break. And he's going to coast into third, and he's 90 feet away from breaking the tiebreaker.
The shortstop, Bobby
Now bring up the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr., 1 for 3, triple and RBI. Run batted in this game. I do got to say that right there is going to be pretty good for him. And now that will be in. Bobby Witt Jr. taking a ball. Now the count now 1-0. So Sod Poodles are tied up with Northwest Arkansas, and got to say, hope that they can come in and try to retake the lead, and promise you one thing, they will win if they have the confidence, and they may do that. 1-1 to Witt Jr. And that one's going to be a slider, swung on and missed. Now the count now 1-2. Don't call me Junior. Well, I just did. I called you Junior, and that's going to be fouled off for a four-seam fastball. And if you remember that, Indiana Jones, when he says to his dad, "Don't call me Junior." 1-2. Fouled off again, and now the count now still remains at 1-2 delivery. Here it is. And that one gets fouled off. And he's just fouling them off, just trying to hit something. And that right there is going to be still holding on at 1-2. And that changeup gets fouled off. Now the count still holding on. One and two, here it is. And that's going to be popped up. Chasing after it, the first baseman. No one can make the play. And that one goes foul. Top of the eighth, 3-3 our score. And that one's going to go up. And that one will not be touched. We've got to say that right there. Going to go foul. And the slider will miss up top, and now be count now 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here. And the top half of the 8th inning. Now he's going to set his sights. Now the count 2-2. Swung on and miss. Oh my goodness gracious. That right there is going to tire him out, and that will retire the side. And my goodness, that pitcher Miller going to have a great time. Bottom half of the 8th inning. And now bring up Grant Gavin, 6'2", 185 pounds, age 24, for the Naturals here this afternoon. Stepping in, the catcher, Luis Campusano, 0 for 3, a fly out in the 5th inning. And got to say, that right there, just really good. Four-seam fastball outside. Now the count now 1-0. And that changeup is inside the zone. Now the count now 1-1. Oh my goodness, look at this guy for the Naturals. Hey, Blondie. That's what they call you. I'm just kidding, y'all. He'd be like, hey, don't you dare call me Blondie. I may have blonde hair, but goodness gracious. Outside. Now the count evened up at 2-2 on the slider. Hoping to break the tie. 3-3 our score. Bottom of the 8th. And that's going to be well hit. Can he beat it out? And nope. He's not going to beat it out. That's going to call him out. Now that would be one away.
Taylor Colway.
And now bring up Taylor Colway up to the plate now. Right fielder 0 for 3, a strikeout in the 5th inning. And that's down low on the changeup. Now the count 1-0. 1-0. Fouled off. That goes into right, and that will be a fouled off. Bottom of the 8th, 3-3 our score. And, oh my goodness, what's he doing? Chasing butterflies or something? Gotta say that right there. He's chasing them. 1 ball, 2 strikes here this afternoon on the right fielder, Taylor Colway. And that one's going to get fouled off. And nobody chasing that one. And that one's going to land inside the audience and left. And that would be strike 3, swung on and miss. And Colway not happy about that one.
The third baseman, Eric.
Now bring up the third baseman, Eric Kime. Looking to make amends meet after getting an error in this game. And 1 for 2, single and a run. One ball, no strike. Here it is. And a four-seamer is at the knees. But that will be called a ball. Now the count 2-0. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th, and we're tied with 3 apiece. And Amarillo just doing really well. And 3-0 on deck, Chris Muriel, the designated hitter. DH for short. And a four-seam fastball. Now the count 3-1. And a four-seam fastball. Now we'll load things up at 3-2. And that will miss outside, and great plate discipline, and that'd be a 2-out base runner. We go back to the top of the order now. Now bring up the DH here. Up for Amarillo, Chris Muriel. 1 for 2 here today. And that's going to be popped up, chasing after it. The third baseman makes the play, and that will end the inning. So we are still deadlocked at 3 apiece. We go to the top of the 9th inning, and Northwest Arkansas coming up to bat. Top of the 9th set to go, and stepping in Nick Prado, 0 for 2. Sacrifice fly, RBI. Here in this game this time now 5:30 on this Sunday afternoon, and that's going to be lined out to first, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 16, Sully Matias.
So that's going to bring up Sully Matias, the right fielder. 1 for 3, single and a run. That will come across to score here. 1 for 3. And that's going to be lined to the second baseman. Out number 2, and we got 2 quick outs and 1 more, and we go to the bottom half of the 9th for Amarillo.
Dairon Blanco.
And now bring up Dairon Blanco, 0 for 3, strikeout in the 7th inning. Got to say, we're having our high hopes that this game will be won by Amarillo as well. Fouled off that four-seamer. Now the count now 0-1. So got to say, we got to pray. Got to hope that this one is going to be won by Amarillo today. It's going to send the fans home happy as well. And line drive. That's going to be a base hit right there. And now you got a 2-out base runners. We go back to the top of the order now.
Catcher, MJ Melendez.
That's going to bring up MJ Melendez, 1 for 3, a double, and that's going to be lined. Right near right, Colway takes that one, and that will retire the side. Deadlocked at 3. 1 run will win it here as we go to the bottom of the 9th. Lee Bloom coming up. Stepping in for the bottom half of the 9th, Lee Bloom 0 for 2, a walk and a run. Will come in and try to get this one going, and that's going to be a two-seamer fouled off for strike 1. I should say that would be missed. I am being told that was a swing and a miss. And that one's going to be in there for a strike, a four-seamer. Now on the count, 0-2. You've got to say, our possible getting into extra innings is very high. And inside the dirt, now the count now, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And swung on and miss. And that's the first out of the bottom half of the 9th, and oh boy, he's not happy at all. And
number 89.
Batting 8th is the 8-hole hitter, Manolo Capufa. Looking to put one over the wall and send the fans home happy here today.
0-1.
Now the count now 0-1. The four-seamer comes in for strike 1. 0-1. And that one goes out. Now the four-seam fastball will even things up at 1-1. 1-1. Here it is. And that's going to be swung on and missed. And now the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tied with 3 apiece. Bottom of the 9th. And that one is going. And now the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that one's going foul, and that will go inside the visitor dugout, and he'll get another shot here. 2-2. And that curveball outside. Now on deck, Dre Overstreet, the center fielder. And now the count now 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2. Here it is. And that one gets fouled off. And lucky he's going to stay that one. Going to stay alive on that one. 3-2. Here it is. And that's going to be a, oh my goodness gracious. That's the second out of the inning. And Grant Gavin getting his 3rd strikeout here in this inning. Now bring up Dre Overstreet. But then we're going to have a pitching change for the Naturals. Jake Brentz, 6'1", 195 pounds, age 25. Got to say, he's going to be a prospect in here for the Kansas City Royals. 0 for 2, sacrifice fly, and RBI. And we'll say 1 run could win it here in the bottom of the 9th. But if we have to go through extra innings, let me say, we'll go through extra innings just to find a winner and to not give up this game here this afternoon. 0-1. Here it is, and that's going to be a, whoa, 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Now the count now 1 ball, 1 strike here this evening. 5:45 our game time. And that four-seamer is going to be swung out and missed, 99 miles an hour. Now the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes, and a strike away from getting into extra innings. And strike 3 called. And we are going to the 10th. We got free baseball here for you. And Kyle Isabel coming up now as we get ready for inning number 10 here on the show. Inning number 10 set to go, and stepping in, Kyle Isabel, 0 for 3, a fly out in the 7th. He'll come up to do the 10th inning here. First pitch, and that four-seamer will swung on and get in there for a strike. Now the count now 0-1. And that's going to be fouled off. Now the count 0-2. Now the count now 0-2. Here it is. Strike 3. Gets him. All right. Get him. Get him, good boy. Get him. Oh, my goodness. That's great. It's right there. First one. Out number 1. Top of the 10th. And now bring up Gabriel Cancel. And I'm being funny right there, guys. Oh my goodness. I cracked myself up all of a sudden. And we got 1 ball, no strikes, 1 for 3 to Cancel. Now 4-seam fastball in there for a strike. Now 1-1. Count now 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it is. 4-seamer, 95 miles an hour, and that's called for a ball. Now the count 2-1. Two and 1. Here it is. And that's going to be well hit. Chasing after it, the center fielder makes the play, and that's 2 away. So we're looking for the bottom half of the 10th to get the winning run home and get this game over with. And now bring up the center fielder for Northwest Arkansas, Khalil Lee. 0 for 4, a strikeout in the 8th inning. You got to say this right here, starting to turn to be pretty good. And the 4-seam fastball, now the count 1 ball, no strikes. One and 0, here it is. And a 4-seamer is going to be inside the zone. Now the count now 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 1, here it is. And that's going to be popped up near second. Second baseman is under it, makes the play, and that will be the top of the 10th. Bottom half of the 10th to get a winning run home and win this ball game. Bottom half of the 10th with Ivan Castillo coming up.
Leading off, the second baseman, Ivan Castillo.
And now bring up Ivan Castillo up now. And looking to get on base, and 4-seam fastball. Now the count 1 ball, no strikes. Four-seam fastball, 97 miles an hour. Now be 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here we go. And that one's going to be high, popped up, chasing after it, the center fielder. And that one gets in the center fielder's glove, out number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jackson Whitaker.
And that one's going to be Jackson Whitaker coming up now. A fly out in the first inning, 0 for 3 in this game here today. And that one's going to be outside. Now the count now, 1-0. And that's ball 2. Now the count now 2-0. Here it is. Outside, ball 3. And on deck now, Luis Campesano. So winning run coming on now. Winning run on the inbox. And outside, ball 4. And Whitaker is the winning run at first.
Now batting, catcher, Luis Campusano.
And now bring up Luis Campusano, 0 for 4, a ground out in the 8th inning. Now here's the pitch coming. And that one gets fouled off. Now the count, a four-seam fastball. And that'll be the count, 0-1. 0-1, and that's going to be a four-seam fastball, 99 miles an hour. Outside for the ball, now 1-1. And that's going to be well hit. And they're going to get him. But meanwhile, the winning run is at second.
The right fielder,
and
15,
2 away here.
Taylor Colway.
And now bring up Taylor Colway up to the plate now. Bottom half of the 10th, 2 outs and 1 on. Winning run at second. Four-seamer. And now the count now 0-1. Now let's win here today and try to get in there. Four-seam fastball. Now the count now 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. Down low in the four-seamer. Now the count now 2 balls and 1 strike. Then that one, the change up. Now the count now 3-1. And on deck now, third baseman Eric Heim. I'm coming in. And that changeup's going to be in there for a strike. That'll load things up at 3-2. So hopefully he's going to get on base, and that will put a base runner at first. And that'll be ball 4. I'm going to say that right there. And we got 2 already. First and second now. Gotta say that right there is just going to get pretty good. Now stepping in, Eric Heim, 1 for 2, single and a run. And looking to end this one here this afternoon. Outside that curveball, now the count 1-0. And that changeup will even things up at 1-1. So looking to end this one here, and hopefully it will end right here and right now. Looking for a base hit in the gapper. And changeup swung on and missed, and now in the hole once again. Now the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that right there is swung on and missed. And we go to the top of the 11th. And we got more baseball ahead. Top of inning number 11 coming up. Top of the 11th now, and stepping in Angelo Castellano.
The third baseman, Angelo.
That'll be the third baseman here. And four-seam fastball now, and the count 0-1. Well, if you enjoy extra baseball on this Sunday evening, make sure that you come in and say, man, this is already the top half of the 11th inning. And that one's going to get in there. Running after it, the right fielder Colway takes that one for the first out of the inning.
The shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr.
Now bring up the Northwest Arkansas shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Don't call me Junior. Well, that's your name, Witt Jr. And that's going to be lined right in the center, and that's base hit. And Northwest Arkansas getting the go-ahead run.
Now batting,
The tiebreaker.
Nick Prado.
And got to say, that right there going to be pretty good. Nick Prado 0 for 3. And a line out in the 7th will take a four-seamer low outside, ball 1. Looking to get things going here. Top of the 11th. And a slider will miss outside. Now the count now 2-0. Here it is. And outside, now the count now 2-1. Here it is. And outside for a ball. Now the count now 3-1. And on deck now, Sully Matias, the right fielder for the Naturals. Now 3-1. And that's ball 4. And he will miss right there.
The right fielder.
And got to say, Miller is going to be getting out of this game. And now we're going to have a pitching change here. And now bring up Emmanuel Ramirez.
Now
6'2", 190 pounds, and age 26 here in this game. And 2-1, 1 out here in this inning. And looking to get this one going. And tried to get it to the bottom half of the 11th. Four-seam fastball, 95 miles an hour. Now the count 0-1. Here it is. Inside, a two-seamer. Now on the count 0-2. Gotta say, these guys are sweaty, and I will say it. It is a hot afternoon, hot and muggy. Feels like you're in a hot, steamy room. And you're just nice and warm. And yeah, that right there just says it all. I mean, you see the sweat on these guys. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Sully Matias. And the four-seamer now even things up at 2-2. I was going to say 1-1, but that doesn't make sense now. Now 2-2, here it is. And that's going to be a double play. Oh my goodness. And that's going to pull him off. And I don't know if that's going to be a base hit, but it looks like it may be a base hit. It may be an error. The first baseman was pulled off the bag. Top of the 11th, and now be a four-seam fastball. And got corners loaded up. First and third. And the Naturals could get the tiebreaker home already. And that's going to be fouled off. Now the count 0-2. Here it is. And that's going to be hit high. The catcher bringing this one in, and they'll tightrope out of danger. The side is quickly retired. Thank goodness for that. Go to the bottom half of the 11th, and Chris Muriel, the designated hitter, comes up to bat for the 11th. In now for the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. Pitching for the Naturals, Arenado Hernandez. Hernandez pitching for the Naturals.
Leading off,
Chris Muriel, 1 for 3, a single and a run, will greet Hernandez at the mound. And that changeup gets fouled off, and now the count 0-1. During to the length of our broadcasting, the news will be delayed. The news at 6 o'clock delayed. So got to say, we will cover your broadcast, and we will hopefully get this game over in time for the 7 o'clock news. Up high, that four-seam fastball. Now the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. A ball and 2 strikes. And down low. Count now evened up at 2-2. Winning run at the plate now, and hoping that he could get a base hit or one out of here. Down low, that changeup, and on deck now Lee Bloom. So getting on base is essential, and hoping he gets on base. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and oh my goodness, I'm right about that. And now the winning run is at first.
Now batting, left fielder, Lee.
And that'll bring up Lee Bloom. Strike out in the second. And hoping this will come to an end in the bottom of the 11th. Outside that changeup. Now the count now 1 ball and no strikes. Bottom of the 11th, we are in extra innings. The Northwest Arkansas Naturals at Amarillo. And that four-seamer will be in there for a cold strike 1. And now the count now 1-1. Gotta say, a hot, muggy afternoon. 6 o'clock already here in downtown Amarillo. Outside. Now the count now 2-1. So hopefully this game is going to come to an end. Winning run at first. Nobody out. And hoping something gets hit like right quick. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at it. It is gone. Oh my gracious. And a walk-off is the result of the winning. Oh my goodness, Santa Maria. Oh! And Amarillo comes back and wins. And if I'm being way too loud, it means a victory today came here and just crushed it. And just look at it. This one was hit high. And this one is Gone. Gone. Saudis win it. And that is over the fence. And Amarillo leads this series 2-1 against the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. What a great day to end a terrific Sunday afternoon. And you got to say, Lee Blum, player of the game, just hit this one right out of here, and he's this man's top player here this afternoon. The final of today's outcome, 5-3, the final. Winning pitcher for Amarillo, Emmanuel Ramirez. The loss goes to Hernandez. The save goes to nobody. And this has been the show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score.
So we'll be back here on the show to give you your final line scores in just a few short seconds. Back with our station identification, and we'll be right back.
They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 57 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
And we are back for Texas League Baseball here on the show on this Sunday afternoon. And guys, I gotta say, this was a win for Amarillo today. 6:30 is the time we wrap this one up, and gotta say the news will be airing out at 6:45. Another win for Amarillo. Gotta say the series now led in their favor 2-1 in this 4-game set. Well, tomorrow we wrap up this 4-game series. Don't forget, we will be out of town after tomorrow's game. And Amarillo will head to Springfield for the final 3 times of this 2019 season. Then they'll head to Northwest Arkansas for 4, beginning on Saturday night, July 27th, and will wrap up at Northwest Arkansas for the month of July for a 4-game series. That will be the last time we see Northwest Arkansas and Springfield of the year. Don't forget, we start the first day of August as we take on the Frisco Rough Riders in a 4-game set. Monday, August 5th, play 3 games at Midland. Play 4-game set at Frisco beginning on Thursday night, August 8th. And we wrap up that series at Frisco on Sunday, August 11th. We're back home as we take on a 7-game homestand. We got 4 games left with the Midland Rockhounds. And then we'll play Frisco for the final 3 times of the year. Then we go to Tulsa on Tuesday night, August 20th. Play 3 games until Thursday the 22nd. Then we go to Arkansas. Play 3 games and stay there till the 25th. That is on a Sunday. We are back home on Monday night, August 26th, as we take on final 8-game regular season. 4 games against the Tulsa Drillers and 4 against the Arkansas Travelers. You've got to say that right there, going to be pretty good. Let's go over your runs, hits, and errors first for the victorious Amarillo Sod Poodles. 5 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. And for Northwest Arkansas, 3 runs on 7 hits and 1 error. Winning pitcher today goes to Emmanuel Ramirez. Player of the game, center fielder Lee Bloom. 1 for 4, a home run that will crack the game-winning runs to end Sunday afternoon baseball here at home. Losing pitcher for the Northwest Arkansas Naturals, Arnaldo Hernandez, will take the loss on the mound for the Naturals here this afternoon. Well, we are going to see you tomorrow for Monday baseball. And don't forget, we are wrapping up after tomorrow. And we are on the road for 7, and we'll be back home on August 1st as we take on a 4-game series against the Frisco Rough Riders. Well, have a good afternoon, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow.